You finally take time for yourself. A bath, a walk, an hour to read. And within 10 minutes, the guilt sets in. I should be doing something productive. There are people who need me. This is selfish. I don't deserve this. So you cut it short. You go back to taking care of everyone else. And you're exhausted, resentful, and running on empty. Here's the truth. Self-care doesn't feel selfish because it is selfish. It feels selfish because you were taught that your needs don't matter as much as everyone else's. Today, I'm breaking down exactly where that guilt comes from. The difference between selfishness and self-care, and how to give yourself permission to prioritize your own well-being without drowning in shame. Let's reframe the guilt. The belief that self-care is selfish didn't come from nowhere. You learnt it. You might have learnt it from your family. Stop thinking about yourself, what about everyone else? Don't be selfish, share, give, sacrifice. Caregivers who modeled self-neglect and called it love. Being praised for self-sacrifice and shamed for having needs. You might have learnt it from your culture. Women socialized to be caretakers, nurturers, selfless. Men socialized to be providers, strong, never needing help. Religious teachings. Others before self. Pride is sin. Sacrifice is virtue. Capitalist messaging. Productivity equals worth. Rest equals laziness. Or you might have learnt it from your role in the family. Eldest child. You need to set an example. Parentified child. You took care of adults instead of being cared for. Peacekeeper. Your job was to manage everyone's emotions. Caregiver. Someone was ill or struggling and you stepped up. And through all of this, your worth became tied to your usefulness. You learnt that. Love means sacrifice. Your value comes from what you do for others. Having needs makes you a burden. Rest is laziness. Saying no is mean. Taking time for yourself is selfish. And now, as an adult, the thought of prioritizing yourself triggers shame, guilt, and the belief that you're doing something wrong. But let's get clear on what selfishness actually is. The reason self-care feels selfish is because you've been taught they're the same thing. They're not. Selfishness is taking without regard for others, exploiting people for your benefit, refusing to contribute or reciprocate, only considering your needs at others' expense, taking more than your fair share consistently. Example, I'm not helping with the kids because I don't feel like it, even though my partner desperately needs support and I have the capacity. Self-care is meeting your basic needs so you can function, setting boundaries to preserve your energy, saying no when you genuinely don't have capacity, taking time to rest and recharge, protecting your mental, emotional, and physical health. Example, I can't take on that extra project right now. I'm at capacity and need to preserve my energy. The key difference. Selfish means only considering yourself, disregarding others entirely. Self-care means considering yourself as much as others. Not more, not less. Equal. Self-care isn't selfish unless you think your needs matter less than everyone else's. But they don't. Your needs matter equally. You're not less deserving of rest than others. required to be endlessly available, obligated to sacrifice your well-being to prove you care, selfish for having limits. Let's talk about why you were taught that self-care is selfish because it benefits other people when you don't take care of yourself. This is uncomfortable, but important. There are systems and people that benefit when you believe self-care is selfish. Capitalism benefits. Burnt-out workers don't ask for raises or better conditions. Exhausted people don't have energy to advocate for themselves. Hustle culture keeps you productive and compliant. Rest is reframed as laziness to keep you working. Patriarchy benefits. Women's unpaid labor, childcare, emotional labor, household management. When women prioritize everyone else, they don't advocate for equality. Good mothers sacrifice everything, keeps women small and serving. Narcissistic or controlling people benefit. If you believe you're selfish for having needs, you won't set boundaries. You'll tolerate mistreatment because leaving feels selfish. Your self-sacrifice makes you easy to exploit. Churches and religions benefit. Not all, but some. Selflessness is godly, keeps members compliant. Discourages questioning authority. Creates guilt that keeps people dependent on the institution. Even well-meaning family and friends benefit. They get your unlimited time, energy, resources. They don't have to respect your limits. Your availability makes their lives easier. I'm not saying everyone is intentionally manipulating you. Most of this is unconscious. People repeat what they were taught. But it's worth asking, who benefits when I feel guilty for taking care of myself? Usually the answer is everyone except you. What happens when you never prioritize yourself? Burnout. Physical exhaustion that rest doesn't fix. Emotional numbness. Inability to care about things that used to matter. Your body eventually forces you to stop. Resentment. You're angry at the people you're sacrificing for. You feel taken for granted because you are. Relationships suffer because you're giving from an empty cup. The bitterness builds until it explodes, or you shut down. Health deteriorates. Stress-related illness, headaches, digestive issues, chronic pain. Weakened immune system, you get ill more often. Mental health declines. Anxiety, depression. Your body keeps the score. Loss of self. You forget who you are outside of serving others. Your hobbies, passions, dreams fade. You become a shell, functional but not alive. Identity crisis when circumstances change. Kids leave, relationship ends, job changes. Modeling unhealthy patterns. Your kids learn love means self-sacrifice. Your friends and partners learn I don't have to consider their needs. You perpetuate the cycle you're stuck in. The cruel irony, when you neglect yourself to take care of others, you eventually have nothing left to give. You become resentful, exhausted, and less effective at caring for anyone, including yourself. Self-care isn't selfish, it's sustainable. Let's replace the beliefs that keep you stuck. Old belief, self-care is selfish. New belief, self-care is responsible. I can't care for others if I'm depleted. Taking care of yourself isn't taking away from others. It's ensuring you have something to give. Old belief: I don't have time for self-care. New belief: I don't have time not to take care of myself. Burnout takes longer to recover from than prevention. You'll spend weeks recovering from burnout. Or you can spend 20 minutes a day maintaining yourself. Old belief: other people need me more than I need me. New belief: I am responsible for my well-being. Others are responsible for theirs. You can care about people without being responsible for their every need. Old belief: I should be able to handle everything. New belief: I'm human. I have limits. That's not a flaw. Having limits doesn't make you weak. It makes you honest. Old belief: rest is laziness. New belief: rest is productive. It's how I recharge to show up fully. You are not a machine. You need rest to function. Old belief: if I say no, people won't love me. New belief: people who stop loving me because I have boundaries don't love me. They love what I do for them. Real love survives you having needs. Old belief: I'm being selfish if I prioritize myself. New belief: I'm being self-aware. I can't give what I don't have. Prioritizing yourself isn't superiority. It's equality. The guilt you feel isn't proof that you're doing something wrong. It's proof that you are conditioned to feel bad for having needs. Your needs are valid. Full stop. So how do you actually do this without the guilt crushing you? Number 1, start micro. Don't go from zero self-care to a spa day. Start tiny. 5 minutes of breathing before getting out of bed. 1 meal without your phone. 10-minute walk alone. Saying no to one thing this week. Small self-care builds the muscle. Guilt is quieter with small steps. Number 2, reframe it as maintenance, not indulgence. You don't feel guilty for brushing your teeth. That's hygiene. Self-care is mental and emotional hygiene. Therapy equals preventative care. Boundaries equal protective maintenance. Rest equals essential recharge. It's not a luxury, it's upkeep. Number 3, notice who guilt trips you. Pay attention to who makes you feel guilty for having needs. Is it people who benefit from your overextension? Is it people who also neglect themselves? Is it people who don't respect boundaries? Their guilt tripping is about them, not you. Number 4, practice the oxygen mask principle. On aeroplanes, put your mask on first before helping others. Why? Because you can't help anyone if you pass out. Same with life. If you're depleted, you help no one. Self-care first isn't selfish, it's strategic. Number 5, talk back to the guilt. When guilt shows up, ask, whose voice is this? My critical parent? Society? An ex-partner? Is this guilt accurate, or is it conditioning? Would I tell a friend they're selfish for doing this? What would happen if I did this anyway? Guilt is often old programming, not current truth. Number 6, build a support system that gets it. Find people who celebrate your boundaries instead of guilt tripping. Model healthy self-care themselves. don't punish you for having needs. You need people who reinforce new beliefs, not old ones. Number 7, give yourself permission. You don't need anyone's permission to take care of yourself. But if you need to hear it, you have permission. Permission to rest without earning it. Permission to say no without explaining. Permission to take time alone without guilt. Permission to prioritize your needs equally to others. Permission to choose yourself. Before we end, let's clear up what self-care is not. Self-care is not an excuse to avoid all responsibility. It's not only bubble baths and face masks, though those are nice. It's not neglecting commitments you've made. It's not using self-care to justify hurting others. It's not shopping or spending money you don't have. It's not avoiding difficult but necessary tasks. Self-care is about meeting your genuine needs. Rest, nourishment, connection, boundaries, joy, growth. It's not about escaping reality. It's about maintaining yourself so you can engage with reality sustainably. There's a difference between self-care, taking a break when genuinely depleted, and avoidance, numbing out to escape feelings. Self-care nourishes. Avoidance depletes. Self-care feels selfish because you were taught that your needs don't matter as much as everyone else's. But they do. You matter. Your well-being matters. Your needs are as valid as anyone else's. Taking care of yourself isn't taking away from others. It's ensuring you have something left to give, and that you're giving from a place of fullness, not resentment. You deserve rest. You deserve boundaries. You deserve to feel good in your own life. Remember, this is educational content. If you're struggling with guilt, burnout, or codependency, please work with a therapist. Take care of yourself, not because you've earned it, because you're human and humans need care.